Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So I am in the same hair and makeup and outfit and stuff because I did want to get these two videos out as soon as possible. If you haven't seen my previous video, I will link it in the down bar below. It's what I got for Christmas and now I am filming my 2014 favourites. These are my favourite products of the year, so I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like yearly favourites and leave me a comment down below if you have done a favourites video either for December, for the year, whatever. I'd love to see it. I find it a really good way to find out about new products. So I'm just going to jump straight in. I have a bunch of different products in here that I'm not really going to talk about in any order. I'm just going to pull them out because I don't want this video to be forever. So I have a box here that has a bunch of them in it. The first thing is the e.l.f. Cool Bronzer. I absolutely loved this all year. It was like my go-to bronzer for quite a while. I love it for contouring. I love it for just an all-over bronze. I really like that it has the 4 different shades because you can focus your brush depending on how deep you want your bronzer to be. And I love that it has this little pinky shade because it stops it from looking too orange or too muddy on your face. So that was definitely a favourite. The other face product I have in the bronzer category is my Bourjois Délice de Soleil bronzing powder. This is in the colour 12 light to medium. It is just this really nice kind of, light bronzer. I love using this for an all over bronze. I did put it on today before I contoured and I really enjoy it. I love how finely milled the powder is. I have a couple of tools. The first one is what I've been loving using to apply my foundation, and it is just a round top kabuki brush. I love this to apply my foundation because it is nice and dense and it just buffs it in to the most flawless coverage. I did use it today, hence why it's dirty, so I'm sorry about that, but I really love it. The next tool I have is this MAC 150 brush. I love this to bronze all over my face. It's big, it's fluffy, it's soft, and it just fits really well in the spaces that you want to bronze. And then because it's kind of fatter this way than it is this way, you can control how you want your bronzer to look and then rotate it for different parts of your face. I have an EcoTools brush. I'm not sure what this one is called, but it looks like this, and I use this for blush, so I'm assuming it's a blush brush. I just love the size. It fits really nicely on the apples of my cheeks and blends outwards. I love that it's kind of squished, the ferrule squished this way, and it kind of tapers to a nice shape. Onto eye brushes. I absolutely loved this year my MAC 224. This is a brush that I found this year. I find it amazing for blending. I don't really use it to apply colour too much. I use it more to blend out the colour in my crease. To apply colour, I use my MAC 217. I love this to apply colour. Before this, I was using a Cosmetica blending brush, and then I went to this and I will never go back. I love it. I love the way it applies colour. I love the way it blends it out. I did use both of these today for the eye look I have on. If you would like a tutorial for this makeup look, let me know, but I love them. A range of blushes that I loved in 2014, but unfortunately I believe are discontinued, are the Australis Paparazzi Perfect High Definition blushes. I have 3 of them here. I have the colour Screen Siren, which is a peachy colour, and you would have seen me use a million times in my tutorials, and when swirled together creates a really nice peach blush. I have the colour Poser, which I also used a couple of times, and it's just a really nice bronzy colour. I love using this to warm up my complexion as like a shimmery bronzer. I also like using it when I'm after a kind of bronzy blush. And last but not least, I have the colour Shoot to Thrill. This one I haven't used anywhere near as much. It's still amazing. It's just extremely bright, and this is obviously the pink in the collection. I love all of these blushes. If you can get your hands on them, I would definitely recommend it. Whether it's at a cosmetic outlet online, I would definitely recommend them. And if you have them in your collection, maybe pull them out and give them another go. For powder, I have the Holy Grail powder that I found this year, and that was my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is in the shade Translucent. I just really love it. The only thing I don't love about this is the packaging. The lid isn't very good, but I don't really travel with it. I hit pan today, which is really exciting, and I just really like it. It gives me an all over kind of set to my foundation, but it doesn't make me too matte, and it doesn't give me a cakey finish at all. For eyes, I have the Rimmel London Glam Eyes Quad. This is in the colour 02 Smoky Brun. I have a couple of tutorials with this, so I will link them down below. But it just looks like this. I absolutely love this. It has been my go-to quad when I don't know what I want to do on my eyes. Obviously, I've hit pan on this kind of lid colour here, and I just really love it. These are the kind of quads that do have the instructions on the back for you if you're interested, but I just apply it however I feel like on the day, and I love it. It's just one of those quads that like you can go to, whack on an eye look, it will always look good and you don't have to think about it. Still on the eye trend, I have a couple more products. The first one are two Maybelline Color Tattoos. They are in the shade 70 Barely Branded. This I picked up later on in the year, but I've absolutely been loving it. I love it as an all over base. It's just a really nice kind of pearly shimmery colour. The colour doesn't show up too much on your eyelids, but it just gives a really nice wash. And then I love applying my shimmery shadows over it, and it just really makes them pop on the lid. The second one is my 24 Hour Color Tattoo in 45 Bold Gold. I picked this up last year, but I definitely loved it during this year. And it is just this gold colour. You can tell there is a bit of a dent in it, and I have loved using it. Once again, I loved using this all over the lid, and then it would definitely make my gold shadows pop, which is something I really like on my eye colour. For a mascara, I have one, and it is the Face of Australia Impact Curl Mascara. I've been using this in like every single one of my tutorials lately because I absolutely love it. I love how it makes my lashes look. I do have it on today. I love the length. I love that it does curl my lashes a little bit. I have really stubborn lashes, so this mascara works wonders for them, and you should go check it out. I have one eyebrow product, and if you watched my videos earlier in the year before I started experimenting with other eyebrow products, this was what I used all the time, and it is my Essence Eyebrow Stylist, and it just has these two powder shades. You can see I hit pan on this lighter one here. I really loved it. It created a really nice kind of colour to my eyebrows. I liked that I didn't have to think about it too much, and I did really like the shades for when I had darker hair. I would definitely recommend it for people who are just beginning out with putting stuff in their eyebrows, which I don't do very often, clearly. I have a couple of lip products. The first one is this CoverGirl lipstick in Darling. It's $3.95. I really love this. I love this formulation of lipsticks. You can see I've used quite a bit and worn it down. It was my go-to lipstick for quite a while. If I didn't know what I wanted to wear, or I wanted something just natural to get me through the day, this is what I picked out of my collection. It is definitely a favourite, and it was definitely a favourite for 2014. The other favourite, which I absolutely loved, and I have loved for quite a few years, is the Revlon lipstick in Coral. I love this. It is a really bright corally orange shade, as the name would suggest. It's really beautiful. It's nice and creamy. I love these formulations of lipsticks, and I just have nothing bad to say about it. And if I want a bright kind of coral orange lip, this is the colour that I go for straight away. I have two foundations. The one I was loving at the beginning of the year is the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. This is in the colour 100 Ivory. I find I can only wear this when it's kind of summer-ish, but I really love it. I love the effect it gives me. I don't find, even though I have kind of combination, kind of normal to combination skin, I don't find it makes me oily. I don't find that it like melts off my face. I really love the effect. I love the coverage, and I just love it. The other foundation that I have recently rediscovered and been loving is the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. This is in the shade 52. It is my summer shade. I've been loving this again, and I just have enjoyed applying it. I really loved this at the beginning of the year too. It's my foundation that when I don't know what I want to wear, when I don't know what coverage I'm after, when I really don't want to think about what I have to put on my face, this is my go-to foundation because it is just easy. It's one of my holy grails, and I love it. I think it will always be in my collection. Still on the face product trend, I have my Garnier BB cream. This is a Miracle Skin Perfector for combination to oily skin. I love this. you guys have seen me use it a million times. I use it a million more times in my everyday life. It is what I use when I want a light coverage or when my skin is looking really good. It's what I use on a more day-to-day basis than when I'm filming, and I just really love it. I have it in the shade Light, and I would definitely recommend it. Even if you have dry skin, I would recommend this one because it has a nicer coverage, it has a nicer finish than the original. I have a few concealers, which if you guys have watched my channel, these will be no surprise to you. The first one is my Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer. I've been loving this for under my eyes and to highlight my face. It's definitely a favourite. I would definitely recommend it, although I think this range is discontinued. I'm not 100% positive, but I think it is, and so I'm trying to use it up and then add some new concealers to my collection. I also have the, there's a massive trend here, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Double Face Perfector. This has a highlighter and a concealer. Once again, I don't know if this is still available, but I love the concealer side. I use it under my eyes, on my face, on blemishes. It conceals really well. It's a nice consistency. It's not too thick, but it's not too runny, and I love it. For those days that I'm feeling like shit and I have had the worst sleep and the biggest under eye circles, I use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Concealer. I love this. I really like the sponge that you apply it with. Lots of people don't, but I really like it. I just sweep it on and then I blend it in with my fingers. I don't use this on blemishes or anything, so I'm not really worried about the sponge being unhygienic. Like I said, this is in the colour Brightening, and I absolutely love it. I picked it up at the end of last year and I have been using it all year, and I'm about halfway through. Leaving the best product for last. I mean, these are all the best products and I've loved them all year, but my holy grail product that I've definitely used non-stop this year is my Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the original, and I would definitely say this one and number 3 are my favourites. I don't really use my Naked 2 palette just because I'm not really the biggest fan, but I love this. I love the packaging. I love the products. They are amazing. I'm sure you all would have seen it before, but I definitely love Naked here. This is like my go-to transition shade. I use it even if I'm not using the rest of the colours in these palettes. I do reach for Naked just as a transition shade. I'm so excited, I'm tongue-tied. It is amazing, and I would definitely recommend you get your hands on it if you haven't already. I know that these palettes are definitely extremely hyped up here on YouTube, and maybe to the point that they're overhyped, but I would definitely recommend it. So go check that out. They are all of my favourites for 2014. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really means a lot to me and would make an amazing start to 2015 for me. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's. I'm sorry I didn't put any videos out over the holiday period, but I really was just focusing on spending time with my family and my partner's being on holidays, so I was really just focusing on spending time with him. And now I'm going to jump back into my videos full force, and I hope you guys enjoy what is to come in the future, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!